The Viking steroid protocol. Have you ever wondered what it actually takes to turn pro? What drugs are actually involved? Well, let's kind of go through my exact cycle as it stands at 29 days out. Now, obviously, I'm not condoning the use of steroids. It's one of those things. I have a coach. I've been doing this 7 years. I know exactly what we're doing. We tick every box for health possible. Bloods are done, everything like that. So don't take these dosages as something that you should be doing. Go and get the right support and go and get the right help. But for me, this is what I'm currently going through. Right, we'll start with the main injectable compounds. We'll go through those first. They, at the moment, are pretty basic and at a very high DHT level. So we're running the DHT side of things, the Primo and the Mass, quite high in comparison to the test. I'm not someone that tolerates high testosterone all that well. Being someone that had gyno before, obviously it's something that we bear in mind and we're just a little bit more cautious with that. So as it stands, and bear in mind, this is actually the highest my testosterone has gone in five or so years actually. So testosterone propionate, we're running at 450 milligrams a week. We're splitting that into 4 injections spread out throughout the week. We're running Primo at 400 milligrams a week and Mastron is running at 800 milligrams a week. So like I said, very DHT heavy on the injectable side of things at the moment, but that's helping with that really dry, grainy look. It's also not pushing my body too hard in something it doesn't want to respond very well to. The last thing I want is more side effects coming through from pushing that testosterone all the way up to 600, 800, 900 milligrams. It's not going to benefit me that much in terms of the risks that it's going to create for me. I know that I've got a little bit of tren on hand if we need it. Being 29 days out, I think it's going to come in probably within the next week or so, just for that muscle preservation side of things, but the dosages for that would probably be no higher than 150 milligrams if it comes in at all. It is a card on the table, but that's all it is at the moment. It's just a card on the table. I've got this far without it, so we might not actually need to put it in. It's one of those drugs everyone wants to go and put it in straight away, but I'm proof at this stage, and you'll see later on in this video with the condition that I'm in, that it's just not 100% necessary to get a stage-worthy look and potentially even a pro-worthy look. Then we've got our orals, the auxiliaries. So these, again, there's going to be a lot more coming in. Sitting at 29 days out, we've got Proviron in daily. We've got Clenbuterol. We're running that at 120 milligrams at the moment. T3 and T4 are also in there. Food has gone from kind of 6,500, 7,000 calories down to 2,000 on a base level, 2,100 on a base level. We have gone lower on no carbs for 5 days, and that's really going to start to impact your thyroid's ability to function. So to actually support that, we're running T3 at 37.5 milligrams and T4 at 150 milligrams. And that's every day, just to make sure that the thyroid is actually functioning as it should do, to maintain that ability to lose weight. Like I said, with food getting so low, the natural metabolism is going to start to slow down. Now, as we start to move a little bit closer, we'll add in Anavar, Superdrol, Winstrol. They're all on hand, ready to go, probably again within the next week or two. Because we've got so many shows with a gap between them, we're not looking to put the orals for the aesthetic purposes in too early. They're very hepatotoxic. They are going to cause damage. So if we can hold off and run the DHT a little bit higher to create that drier look without the orals being in too early, then that's the healthier, I say healthier, it's the better option for my body at this stage. They are going to come in, they are going to finish off that look. There's even talks with my coach of potentially using Anadrol to just fill out and balloon up just before the stage, but we're going to again kind of just see what that final look is before we make that decision. These are all tools. They're not mandatories by any means. They are something that we use dependent on the look, dependent on what my body's actually doing. And considering we've not got Trenin, we've not got any of the aesthetic drugs, so to speak, like the Winstrol and Anavar, we're creating a very dry, very hard look that is almost as good as what it was last year, with all of those things in. So we are being a little bit more cautious. If we can preserve health, knowing that there's potentially quite a big gap between the 30th of September and the 4th of November show to run those things, like it's going to be damaging. So if we can just hold off and make the longevity of this work a little bit better, then that's the smarter thing to do. The only other things we've got in are growth hormone, which is a daily basis, 2 IUs in the morning, 2 IUs in the evening, and insulin on very high days. But that is far and few between at the moment. It's just not needed. But that is the current setup and what could potentially be coming in over the coming 2 or so weeks as well. So there we are. So if you found all of that useful, or you've got any questions, if there's anything you want to know, or even if you want to potentially pursue your own pro card and get a very competitive physique, drop a comment below if there's anything you want to know, or you can go and follow my Instagram, which will come up on the screen here. Pop me a message. I'm always free to answer questions and go through anything that you need to.